villains fall, webbing rivals to a halt, racing up and down the walls, bringing justice to us all. Spectacular, 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 spectacular. Spectacular, 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 spectacular. Living on the edge, fighting crime, spinning webs, swinging from the highest ledge. He can leap above our heads. Villains on the rise and the city's victimized. Looking up with no surprise, arriving in the speed of time. Arriving in the speed. Spectacular, 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 spectacular. Crawling through the night, facing evil with his might. He's a hero in our eyes. See the headlines every time. Making villains fall, webbing rivals to a halt, racing up and down the walls, bringing justice to us all. Spectacular, 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 spectacular. Spectacular, 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 spectacular.
I'm gay.
Hi, everybody. It's me. You know who I am, probably. It's me, the official pun guy. Hopefully people are doing well today. Today, we're doing more Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward reread. There she is. There's Rouja. She's having a grand old time. Because we're in Idleshire. Or are we? Yes, we are, of course. Oh, wait, I need to switch. Okay, there we go. But here's the thing about being in Idleshire. We're actually not doing anything here first, because instead what we're going to do is we're going to go wrap up some other quests. Because, once again, I've hit max rank on several things, and I need to rank those up. Also, another thing to note, because we have gotten to Idleshire, we are now able to do the next leg of the VAF quests, but we're not going to be ranking that one up today. We'll probably be doing that first thing next time. So let's get off to... I guess we'll start with the Moogles. How's everybody doing today? It's a Sunday. I just came out of some high-intensity Marvel Rival games. We won them, shockingly. Anyway. Okay, here we go. A monumental task. Master Mogson is looking frantically around the Mogmender camp.
Where could she be? Where could she be? Oh, there you are, Rhuuja. Terrason's ready to discuss how to begin building the statue, but we dare not start without you, Kupo. Now let's see what he has to say. Ghoul and Bursty will be moved to Tearspire work. Can dragons cry, Kupo? Ah, never mind all that. I suppose we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. Let's first discuss where to begin.
Also, obviously no guest today, because I'm too lazy to look for one. Rhuuja, how good of you to join us. Once Old Deal graces us with his presence, we can begin our discussion. Ah, there he is now.
Greetings. For what purpose did you summon me here? Do you require my strength once more?
Indeed, Old D, we would avail ourselves of your legendary strength. All of our work thus far has brought us to this decisive moment, and without your stout wings, I fear we will have little hope of success.
Then of course my wings are yours. I would never stand idly by as my friends struggle. No task is too large for me. I knew we could count on your support, Kupo. Finally, we are ready to begin work on the Mogbender's first official commission, the statue requested by Ghoul and Bursty.
A monument of friendship and peace, now lost to time. With their new tools, the Mogbenders are working with more vigor than I have ever seen. I believe they are more than ready to rise to this challenge.
We are ready, Kupo. Ready to build a statue. A statue of what exactly?
It is the answer to that question which I have been contemplating, my dear Mogson. Unfortunately, we have no pictures, no stories, and no remnants on which we can base the statue's form. We know only that it stood more than 1,000 years ago, during the age when dragon and man lived together in harmony.
Could it be a Koopa tree? Or an enormous cloud mallow? Do not be daft, Mogson. The statue likely depicted dragon and man. Brother once told me many such sculptures used to dot the land.
Old D, I must say I had much the same thought. What better subjects could there have been to immortalize a bond which, at the time, must have seemed unbreakable?
Even so, there's so much we don't know. How were they posed? How many were they? No statue remains to draw inspiration from. Did Terrason do any survive down below?
Perhaps, but I fear they may be difficult to procure. Unfortunately, there are still those who simply think glimpsing such an image would be grounds to accuse one of heresy. However, there may be another way. Our mutual friends, the Temple Knights, have spent generations chasing heretics. Doubtless they have seized at least a few of their idols during the ceaseless struggle. Rhuuja, there is much work left for us to do here at Barless. I would ask you to journey to Ishgard and ask our dear Handaloop if he can part with an idol. I have confidence that he will oblige your request. Okay. I'm sure that won't get me arrested. However, perchance if he is hesitant to do so, hand him this letter. I believe it shall prove to be adequately convincing.
And what of us? While Rhuuja's away, what should we do? Continue our stonemasonry practice?
No, my dear Mogson, speak with there are preparations to be made. Speak with Mogmul and ready the stone we will use for the statue. Aldi, pray help Mogson with his duties. For my part, I will begin drawing up the plans of the statue's base. Well then, I look forward to meeting again. May we all return with good news. Alright. With the ominous thunder in the background. Make haste to the congregation and ask Handaloop if he can spare an idol. If he insists on being difficult, simply hand him the letter I gave you. Trust me, it shall suffice. Okay, what is this letter? Letter to Handaloop. A letter addressed to Handaloop and signed in Terrason's elegant hand. Interesting. Well, let's head back to Ishgard, then. Oh, hey, Lucia. I had been meaning to reveal the truth of my identity for a while now, but I could not seem to find the right moment. What better time than after saving your lives? You require an idol seized from the heretics. My apologies, RhuujA, but such a request is not within my power to grant. Pray understand that while I would like to offer you a helping hand, there are some matters where my reach is limited. Oh yeah? What about this? A letter from Lord Terrason. He writes that the figures in question were taken unlawfully from the churning mists, and that the Mughals, as caretakers of the ancient ruins therein, are obliged to petition their return. A rather more bureaucratic approach than I anticipated, but I would expect no less from a lord of House Dismail, a house skilled with his words as he is with a hammer and chisel. Has he not told you? That cunning old fox is none other than Terrason de Dismail, formerly Count Terrason de Dismail. Although he's long since stepped down, he does not scruple to intercede in various affairs. In any event, his reasoning is sound, and I see no harm in following his plan. Speak with my man Van Kent. He will provide you with what you need. Seems the restoration is proceeding apace. Your duty is almost at an end, RhuujA. I hope it has been a worthwhile journey so far. I really do enjoy that as a reveal, and it makes a lot of sense considering who Terrason has kind of presented himself to be so far. You require an idol, yes? I believe this one shall do. They all look the same to me. Dreadfully ugly, isn't it? Well, I suppose there's no accounting for taste. Reports of Dravanian assaults hammer Das down without cease. I fear keeping record of the destruction will soon be an impossible task. That reminds me, while we're here, we should stop by the jeweled Quasier. Because Emanolane should be here. There he is. And he should have something updated to say. I still can't quite believe that he's gone. It's like a joke told in poor taste, except I have no one to heckle but the gods. My lord! Oh, that's right, his fucking brother's dead or whatever. Sucks, buddy. Alright, and we have returned. Oh, not that one. We found the perfect stone, Scoopo. Have you returned with something we can use? Oh, I can't wait until we begin building. Your return. Was Handaloop willing to oblige our request? Heretical statuette. A statuette depicting Shiva and Hraesvelgr seized by the Temple Knights. There you go. This is an object of heresy and untold evil. Seems harmless enough to me, and the craftsmanship is superb. I do believe this will provide the perfect model for our statue. Excellent work, my friend. However, I cannot help but notice that you no longer have the letter I wrote. I suppose that means Sir Handalope told you who I am, and that a simple epistle would sway a man of his standing. Well then, let me apologize for the belated introduction. I am Terrason de Dismail, erstwhile Count of my house. I'm happy to say my son now enjoys that burden, leaving me to spend my days as I please. I try to stay busy, of course, and our project here has been a boon in that regard. However, I do not think this is some whim. Some whim born of idleness. No, this is how I wish to live out my twilight years, as my true self, as a craftsman. House Dismail was built upon a foundation of mastery of wood, steel, and stone. From a young age, I strove to learn the techniques of my forefathers. Alas, once I became a count, I was forced to trade my hammer and chisel for quill and parchment. Count's craft is to uphold the honor of his house, his tools, his wit, and his wiles. I was bound to the eternal struggle for glory and prestige, and as the months bled into years, my days as an artisan faded into half-forgotten memory. It was in this single-minded state I raised my sons, teaching them naught of the joy of crafting. Perhaps by imparting my knowledge to others, I am in some small way, trying to alleviate that regret. I have gone on too long again. Truly, thank you for listening to this old man's ramblings. Now, let us return to the task at hand. The statue must be built, and I have a job perfectly suited to your skills. A sculpture must be polished to a mirror sheen if it is to be remembered, and to that end I would have you make the materials required to do so. As always, Mogul shall provide you with aught you require. Bring your completed work to Mogson, and we shall make use of it at once. Well, I believe we all have our work to do. Receive your supplies from Mogmul and bring your finished work to Mogson. Nope, not that one. Why is that one at the top?
You're helping us with the statue, Kupo? Brilliant! Truth be told, a task this large is a bit intimidating. Still, I look forward to the day when the Mogmenders can face such a project without fear.
Alright, buddy. Give me the mats.
Did you see them moving those huge stones, Kupo? Just watching them made my belly rumble. But I will do my duty. Until the statue is complete, I'll be here to give you whatever you need.
Anything else to say?
The Mogmenders have plenty of supplies to spare, so there's no need to worry about running out. Just say the word and I'll fill your bags with anything you need, Kupo.
Alright, let's do it. Statue supplies, here we go. Easy. Let's switch on to, I don't know, something. It doesn't really matter what we have, because guess what? All my crafters are at 60 now. We'll do leather worker, why not? Oh, not you. There we go.
Rhuuja, it goes without saying, but the Mogmenders are grateful for all your help so far, Kupo. Just a little bit more and we'll have it finished. So let's see what you've made.
Statue supplies. Supplies to be used in erecting the statue that will stand as a monument to friendship and peace. Here you go.
You've certainly outdone yourself this time. Gullinbursti will surely be in awe at the quality of our work. And now, all that's left is to build, build, build. We've done it, Kupo! Can you feel it? This must be how the landlords and skylords felt the moment they built this plaza ages ago. I can only imagine what Gullinbursti's reaction will be.
Little ones, how fares your work? If it is too difficult, simply say so. I shall allow you to return home before I raze this place to the ground.
On the contrary, Gullinbursti, you could not have arrived at a more opportune time. The statue is complete, and I dare say even more majestic than it was before. Behold!
I have not seen this statue in a long time. Yes, it is as it was. Almost. Your work is adequate. As promised, I shall leave you be. Continue in peace.
Almost adequate, but why would he say that, Kupo?
Oh yeah, rank up! Thanks to your efforts, the statue has been erected in Barless. It would seem your work is complete, but Gullinbursti's cryptic words suggest otherwise. What could it mean? What does it mean, chat? Excuse me. Oh, I actually should have said it there. Never mind. Okay. Hang on, let me just check something. Okay, thank God. How are you doing? I'm sure you've noticed Mogson has been in low spirits since the unveiling of the statue. Although you may wish to help him, I suggest leaving him be to solve this problem on his own. Craftsmen must often labor in solitude to perfect their work.
Oh, Rhuuja, my apologies, I was lost in thought. What brings you here today, Kupo? Gullinbursty has seen fit to let us stay in Barless. Naturally, that must mean our work here is finished, right? Is it time to plan a It is time to plan a celebration. Have you ever seen something so heartwarming? Is it twirl, jump, twirl, or twirl, twirl, jump? Looks like they're getting ready to practice the dance. The Moogles have been teaching us their traditional dance all evening. Half their steps still confound me, but hopefully it's nothing a little practice can't fix. Are we truly finished with the plaza? Truly, Kupo, but whatever shall I do if I can't work? Tell me, a working Moogle's a happy Moogle. Happy, I say. Take a paid leave, bro. Do anything. I can just lose myself in the music, Kupo. I do really like this plaza when it's actually put together. It's gorgeous. Hey, what's that Moogle doing under there? I envy the grace at which they move. He's eeping. All D says the repair of Barless is already complete. I know I've only been here a short time, but I am truly impressed by the tenacity of man and Moogle. Cool. Okay, off to Oxzundu next for the Vanu Vanu stuff. Okay. In the sky cage over the sea, Linuvali has finally received word of her siblings' whereabouts. Rhuuja, at last the time to rescue brother is come. Zundu capture overly bold Vundu spy, and like flood after rains, answers pour from his beak after interrogation. Spy speaks of brother and says the Vundu plan to move him into a sky cage hanging in the Cromlech. We must act now while the Vundu do not expect us. Such a chance may not come again. Make haste to the Cromlech. Okie dokie. Let's go Cromleching. Also, small update on Tribe Quest Watch. Of the quests that I need to see yet have not appeared, despite their ability to appear, one of the 4 that has potential to appear did end up appearing today, so that's pretty cool. We're making progress, vaguely.
Yippee!
Netherlings fights with her? Die!
Video games.
Thank you for the sub, Kent. I agree. Video games. Speaking of video games, do you guys watch AGDQ this year? How about that fucking Crazy Taxi run? That was sick.
They sneer at Linu's dance. Rhuuja, if not for you, the Vundu throw Linuvali into lonely sky cage. Attackers lying in wait when Linuvali arrives. Scheming Vundu hope to ambush any Gundu that come to rescue brother. But they know not our strength. Brother hangs below. Linuvali hears his voice calling out. But such flimsy sky caves cannot hold 2 Vanu, even if one as dainty as Linuvali. Rhuuja is light as butterfly in comparison. Sky cage holds fast under her weight. Here, give brother this horn, and Sanyua answers call. On wings of steed he rides to freedom, Rhuuja. Hurry before more Vundu arrive. Give this horn to brother so he can fly from the sky cage.
Okay, and it is below us. Hello. Linu hears sister's voice and sounds of pitched fighting, and now a Netherling stands before me. What is the meaning of this?
I'm here to rescue you.
Aren't you a little small for a stormtrooper? Ah, well, Linuvali is glad to have such a skilled fighter on his side, and you say sister has a gift for me. Yeah, cracked Sanyua horn. When blown, these horns will emit a piercing tone that resembles the cry of a Sanyua fledgling, effectively summoning an adult trained for riding. This particular specimen appears to have been in disuse for quite some time. A Sanyua horn! With this, Linu rides Sanyua to freedom and to family. Come, Netherling! Oh, he takes us with us. That's nice of him. Uh-oh.
Sister! Brother!
Vundu, Linu Vanu will not return to your sky cages. Also, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah, they're doing it!
Limit break dance.
Power of non-violent solutions. Voodoo cowards scatter as leaves before ferocious autumn gale. Our bonds strengthen our dance. Few possess the will to stand fearless against dancers moving in concert with allies and family.
Netherling, naught but ill fate befalls our tribe since Voodoo conquer our land. Your rescue is like single star shining in darkness, and for that, Linu thanks you.
Sister, for moons did Linu Vanu worry for your safety, alone in Skycage. To see you safe brings more comfort than the first rays of light at dawn. How does Linu Vali escape the Vundu for so long? For that, we must also thank Rhuuja. She has strong ties with the Zundu, and in their kindness they grant the Gundu refugees an island to rest on, far away from the Vundu.
Ah, bold as they are, even the Vundu do not risk truce and encroach on Zundu territory.
But such kindness from the Zundu.
Linu Vanu wonders what they intend.
Brother, all in Okgundunaki await their chief's return. But first, let us make introduction at Okzundu, and from there, our new home.
Good to have him back. Also, you might remember that I talked about how there was a quest over here that I missed doing. Well, if you haven't already seen it, I did it in a video. I just did it off stream and I made a video about it. That video has been shockingly popular. As opposed to most of my other stream VODs, which get significantly less views, presumably because of SEO bullshit, this one has like close to 900 views, which, hey, if that's any of you guys, thanks. I actually kind of worked hard on that one. So I'm happy people like it. And I'm considering going back through all of my, like, previous videos and giving them, like, additional titles other than just, like, the name of the stream that it was, to see if I can fuck with the SEO a little bit more, because why not, right? It's fun that way. That would also require me watching through every single one of my past videos, which, I mean, you never know. Could work. Chief Sonu, may zephyr winds blow always at your back. I, Linu Vanu, son of Chief Unu, greet you warmly. Ah, Linu Vanu looks much like his father. Your tribe faces many adversaries, but that you are safe gives them hope. Sonu believes that Linu leads Okgundunaki to greatness. Seems that the Vundu spare Okzundu. No building bears the scars of their wrath. Linu hears Okzundu buys this peace with offerings. Linu supposes that is proper path for tribe lacking the strength or courage to face their enemies. Whoa, hey. Linu Vanu oversteps his bounds. He dares to insult our tribe? Sanu Vanu, let Linu speak. The Gundu stand against the Vundu, and they take everything from his tribe, even turning friends against one another. The Zundu choose a different path, and Linu is free to think as he likes about our choices. True warriors fight for their freedom and for their tribe. Only cowards give gifts to appease their enemies. Cowards! Watch your words, Linu Vanu. Brother, you embarrass us. Okundu Naki is gift from Zundu tribe. Without Zundu generosity, Gundu remain homeless, wandering Cloud Sea like Sanyu a hatchling looking for mother. Brother brings shame to insult our benefactors. Sister scolds Linu Vanu? She becomes bolder with the passing of moons. But perhaps she is right. Sonu Vanu, please forgive Linu Vanu's rudeness. Linu Vanu, Sonu understands reasons for doubt. Now let us move forwards and further build upon the friendship our two tribes share. Surely Chief Sona knows that Vundu discovery of Okundu Naki is but a matter of time. When dark clouds bring Vundu to inquire about Zundu's role in their protection, what then does Chief Sonu do? When that storm comes, Sonu Vanu trusts judgment of tribe to weather all safely through it. Linu Vanu could learn much from his sister's manners. Right down to his personality, Linu Vanu is as if hatched from same egg as father. Alright, and that is the Vanu ranked up. Nice and easy. Where is the big guy? Oh, there he is. So, this is Gundu's new home. It makes Linu Vanu uneasy to accept charity from the Zundu, but he must nonetheless be grateful for Netherling's help, and sisters. Rhuuja, with brother's arrival, Okundu Naki has chief at last. Burden of responsibility lifts from Linu Vali's shoulders. However, although Linu wants nothing more than to polish her beak and talon, make feather arrangements, and practice her sundrop dance, there is still unease in the village. Brother's dislike for the Zundu is plain, and it does not bode well for the future of our two tribes. Others in Okundu Naki share his distaste. Some say the Zundu are weaklings for not opposing the Vundu openly. Linu understands their misgivings, but they must look beyond that. If the Zundu do not buy freedom with tributes, the Vundu conquer them as well. They would hold all islands in their talons, and all would answer to their rule. Linu must make others understand this. The Zundu and Gundu must work together for the benefit of both of our tribes. Linu Vali has planned to bring tribes together in friendship. She has planned for Rhuuja's role too. Speak with Linu Vali again when time comes. Sure thing. Linu Vanu has been appointed to Chief of Okundu Naki, and construction of the Chief's Roost has been completed. Kinda looks like a guy with like a nose, like a big line of snot coming out of his nose. Uranku Apu. To rely on Zundu makes Linu Vanu uneasy, but any arrangement better than suffering under Vundu. A chief must protect his people. Linu keeps Gundu safe from Vundu menace. And there we go. That is all of the rank ups that we're going to be doing today. Mostly because if I wanted to do the Vath one today as well, I would get kind of set behind, because I have another 6 quests that I can do for both this tribe and for, the Mughals. So here's what we're going to do. Once again, before we go to Idleshire, because we are now in a level 58 main quest, we are going to return to Camp Bronze Lake to do the level 58 Scholar quest. I apologize for setting all of the actual progress so far back, but such is life. And actually, you know what? In fact, I'm actually going to have to make you wait a little bit longer. I need to do something really quick. I think my laundry might be done. Let me check. I'll be right back. Okay, laundry was done, but I'm not going to worry about folding that right now. I am streaming, and I have stuff to do, so let's do that. Alright, where we last left off with the Scholar Quests, I believe we had been introduced to one of the Nemean Marine generals, or boot camp guys, and we were learning from him while Surito looked for stuff. Unseen, Surito Carito would again ask for your assistance.
How goes the training, friends?
Great, I think.
As Rouge's comrade-in-arms, it is clear that her prowess with the scholarly art has increased immeasurably thanks to Sergeant Tolga's advice. Alas, the same cannot be said for me. I had already thought myself a master of Nemean techniques, and frankly, based on what I had gleaned from the tablets we uncovered, but the Sergeant's training has robbed me of that notion. I am still a novice. Until Sergeant Tolga says I am worthy, I wish to continue training. Your ambition does you well, Alcazolka. Stay true to this path, and you'll become as fine a Marine as ever marched under our banner. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to ask you to do the work of two, RHUUJA. I've tried every method known to me to find our missing void scent, but without success. It seems Nemean magics will not suffice. That comes as little surprise. This void scent was in Mahak's thrall, and likely chosen for its ability to circumvent Nemean wards. Yes, which is why I hope your academics have answers I do not. Have you any writings on void scent? I believe the Thaumaturgist Guild in Ul'dah has a collection dating back centuries, including some authored by their Beladian forefathers. Beladian, not Mahaki. Perhaps they were the heirs to the Void Mage's legacy. In any case, this Ul'dah seems worth a visit. Will you go in my stead, RHUUJA? I will. I suggest you seek out Yayake. She's an old friend whose love of ancient tomes rivals mine own. I wish I could see her in person, but I must continue my training, as well as look after the new recruits.
The what? Oh.
1, 2, 3. To victory, RHUUJA! Come hells or high water!
Slipping a little bit less away from Kaiba and more into Solid Snake there. But I suppose that's fine too.
It is good to see Halga active again.
Is he actually up here? Oh, thank God he is. Look at him go. Yeah, they're having fun.
When I'm done with you, horse sons, you might be worthy of the Royal Marines. Until then, you're no better to me than pudding, and rotten pudding at that.
Cool. All right, off to Ul'dah then. Hold on. I always forget to turn those things on. I still have to use a ticket for that, but that's fine. I have these tickets for a reason. It's been a while since we've gone to see Yayake. We haven't really had the time to go into the Thaumaturgist Guild since we became a black mage. And also since we were, chased out of Ul'dah by the filthy crime boys. Also known as the Brass Blades. But we'll be back here. both because we obviously have more of those quests to do, but we also have honestly, like, faster every day. We are approaching the end of base Heavensward, shockingly. We're not even 20 episodes in. Remember when I thought Yayake and Alcazolka would be a couple? They could be. Maybe they just don't let their relationships get into their personal life, you know?
Ah, our own avatar of devastation. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Looking for a book.
Alcazolka! That is not a name I expected to hear, but I am glad my fellow book lover is well. I have indeed read of a void scent able to perfectly conceal their form. There was a tome on this subject. Unseen was the title, penned in the 5th Astral Era. Unfortunately, it is no longer a part of our collection. A member of the guild borrowed it for his research expedition, a project which was to last some few moons. However, that was 5 years ago, and he has not been heard from since. A pity. He proposed the most fascinating theories on void scent and traveled to the western highlands of Corthus to put them to the proof. Alas, that area was rendered inhospitable by the calamity. There is a chance, of course, that the man is alive and the book unharmed. We traced his journey as far as Falcon's Nest. Mayhap someone there can point you towards where he ventured next. If you are bent on retrieving that book, I suggest you make way for Falcon's Nest. The researcher who borrowed it from our library was last seen there before he vanished.
Sure, let's do it. I'm really looking forward to actually getting back into doing the job quests and stuff. Because even though, because as before, we're going to be starting with our couple of canon classes for RHUUJA, which includes Summoner, Paladin, Ninja, and Bard. And unfortunately, that means we are going to be, you know, starting with Paladin, which, if you don't know anything about Paladin's job quests, they're bad. They suck. And the Heavensward ones are also particularly bad. I'm not even saying that's using my mean to Heavensward card, because I think that's just a universally agreed fact. How now, adventurer? On the trail of the researcher who visited 5 years ago. That is not much to go on. The garrison was stationed there in those days. Subine is in charge of organizing the records. If any here know of your researcher, it would be her. Subine has the records of all that happened 5 years ago, what remains of them. But, to contrast that, we do get to go into the ninja quests again. And those, banger after banger after banger.
Oh, hello. How might I help you? A man researching void scent. Yes. Where was it he mentioned? Ah, that's right. He stayed here for a time before taking the North Star downriver, which was among one of the many sunk by that fearsome primal's rampage during the calamity. The lucky few who made it to shore were then eaten by Vilekin. Well, the boat ran aground and hasn't moved since the river froze over. May wish to search the wreck yourself, though do be careful of the local wildlife. Oh, I thought you were going to search the North Star on Corthus River.
Yes, I was. Don't worry about it. This does actually take us to probably the most interesting, or one of the most interesting parts in all of the Western Highlands, because I'll admit, I don't particularly care for this zone as like a traversal thing. However, there are a lot of places in here that are very interesting, like vistas. And I don't just mean in the sightseeing log type of vista, I mean just like, you know, big statue of a dragoon, big cool bridge, dead dragon coiled around a thing, you know? And then, of course, up here by the Lance Gate and just past Gorgon Mills is the wreck of the North Star, which we've flown past a couple of times in quests, but I don't think we've ever really commented on. Oh, and also, of course, obviously, when we get back into doing monk quests, you know Kent is going to be back. It's going to be tradition that Kent comes back for every monk quest that we do. That's the rule. And if I have to delay stream for as long as it takes for him to be at a state where he feels like he can do it. Because for those of you who don't know, Kent has some back problems that he is fighting through. So send him your hearts, prayers, and money. Your heart, yeah. Rip out your heart and send it to him. I'm not entirely sure how that would help necessarily, but I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, it'll hurt you, but I don't think it'll hurt him. Probably. You never know until you try, right? All right. Oh, the Marines are gone, it looks like. Hello! Have you found anything to aid our cause? Void Scholar's effects. Items believed to be carried on the person of a Void Scholar gone missing 5 summers past. These things have seen better days. Ah, but here is the book, and the writing is still legible. It will take time and patience, but I'm hopeful its secrets will allow us to snare our invisible void scent. Do mine ears deceive me, or did you track down a book? Splendid, Rhuuja! As for me, I would like to think I've improved by leaps and bounds thanks to Sergeant Tolga. The recruits are coming along nicely as well. By the way, are you gonna explain that to me at all? With a bit more training, every individual in our unit will be able and ready to face our void-sent foe in battle. Very good. Then let us all attend to our tasks. The day of reckoning will be upon us soon enough. Aw, yeah. We get emergency tactics. A useful ability. Not my favorite scholar ability, but still a useful one, you know? Okay, now that we're done with that, only one more Scholar quest to go. Without further ado, yeah, I think it's time to actually continue our stupid, stuff in Idleshire. So, let's get back there and do it up. And also, we get to explore Idleshire for the first time today. So, let's begin by going out to the front here and begin talking with people. Because that's what we always do whenever we do these first-time town visits. So we gotta chat with everybody. So, we have the Gobwatch and Clicklocks over here. Clicklocks offers warm and hearty welcome to Uplander. Join Gobbyflock in grand experiment. Hi, Gobwatch. By order of Chief Slowfix, none may pass without permission. Well, I mean, I can't. There's rocks in the way. Alright, let's pick this quest up and use it to talk to this guy. Stop bugging me. Oh boy. These might be useful for my crafting things. Or, actually, you know what? I think these are actually for my glams, is what they are. Let's see. Yeah, if these are the level 58 ones, then yeah. Okay, sorry. Let me look at my plates really quick here to make sure... Maiming is what I have. Okay. We'll get the fending one then. Sorry about that. Whew. Stop bugging me. Wolnix is eyeing you with obvious interest. Psst. Uplander has good arm for fighty tool, yes? Please, kill Tarantula Hawks for Wolnix. They are swarming in a collector's quarter, giving Wolnix terrible fright when gate guarding. Kill 3 and Wolnix is feeling safer. With so many Tarantula Hawks in collector's quarter, Wolnix worried about gate guarding and safety. Okay, so I guess we can't really talk to him yet, but we will, eventually. Alright, Loud Jocks. If only Illuminati leave us alone, Loud Jocks can eat without always having to look over his shoulder. Drydocks. There are so many fun things here in Charlie, and Drydocks want to find them all. Drydocks want to unmake them, see how they work. And some gobbies over here. Hanging out. We have Seika and Grinmox. Master Seika is crafty, smart tinkerer, and trader. Even Gobbyflock can stand to learn from her example. Hi. What do you do here? Oh, I'm something of a traveling tinkerer, you might say. Came through a while back, saw the people from the house were up to, reckoned I'd be a part of it. Same with you, ain't it? Some of the old domans down in the Toll used to be successful craftsmen back in the old country. Naturally, they've wanted to preserve the old traditions, as do I. Though proper materials for the job are scarce, I should be able to track them down. I should be able to track them down. I'd be more than happy to approve upon their work, assuming you're willing to compensate me for the trouble, that is. Lots of folk are fond of the ancient combat arts have taken to wearing traditional equipment, right? Thing is, it's not always in the best conditions. I can help with that. Materials I need to do so ain't cheap, though, as they're all made by the Illuminati, but something tells me you might be able to afford it. I assume you're familiar with the house's latest line of arms and armaments. Iconic, they call it, fashioning the image of those legendary items supposedly imbued with the essence of primals themselves, etc. Simply put, they're reproductions. Damn fine ones, though, to be sure. All credit to the house's artisans. Nevertheless, for the right price, I can improve upon their work. See the bang pots over yonder? That's where our community's best and brightest have come together to develop and produce the finest wares you'll find this side of the spine. At least that's what they'd have you believe. Me, I've got different opinions. If you're feeling generous with your coin, I can help you understand why. Notched Bone and Deaded Ann. Grand Sirs, this is final warning. This place ain't nothing like Ul'dah. Sure, that place might have more established, but Idleshire's a much nicer place to live. I almost died in the calamity, but Notched Bone saved me. I'll never leave his side. I owe him my life. Grand Sirs, you say? Yeah, interesting. I wonder what that could mean. Man, I really love Idleshire. It's such a nice place. I love the vibe here. And it's also one of those places, too, where, like, you never really think to fully explore it, either. Because, realistically speaking, anything you'll ever need is pretty much just, like, right here. In this middle area here. One might say it's idyllic. One might, you know? You might just be onto something there. We've got the snail. We all know the snail. We all love the snail. What do we got in here? The hard place. Okay, sure. Oh, what the fuck? Never mind. We'll worry about that later. Welcome to the hard place. Alright, I might have taken a tumbler 3 with her Ned, but that don't give her a right to steal my cow. What? I only struck him once. Hi there. Okay. Saw the guy in the pig head eye. Oh, I saw him all right. He's kind of hard to miss. Welcome to the hard place, owned and operated by the illustrious Adkirog. Whether you've come to partake in the finest fare our realm has to offer, or merely to take in the opulent ambience, you've clearly chosen the perfect destination. Your bemused expression does not escape me. Whatever is he wearing on his head? Your mind boggles, and with good reason, for my entrepreneurial genius exists on a plane beyond the comprehension of lesser minds. I ask you, what is more important to a businessman than attracting the eye of his potential customers? I have attracted your eye, have I not? Consider yourself enlightened. Sure. Hello, Zloe Eliapo. Oh, why does nobody want to buy my lovely treasures? And why is my tummy rumbling so? Running a shop of your own sure is tough. However does Rowena manage? I'm sure we'll figure out what her deal is soon enough. shoot, you know what I should have done? I should have stopped by, Mordona first, actually. Just sitting in front of the microwave, I see. City full of bursting with gobby lifts and pulleys, yet we still have all these bloody swiving stairs. Exercise is good for you. Oh, finally the rain stopped. You see that, Uplander? I built that. With a little hand lending, of course. Let's see. There also appear to be some just golems around for some reason. That's kind of weird. Hi there. What's your deal, buddy? Okay, nice eye patch.
Hi, kid. Hello, lady. Welcome to my shop. Well, actually, it's not like a selling things shop. If you want one of those, you'll have to go see Aunt Rowena. Did you see? No, I'm her favoritist helper. Thanks for coming, though. I like meeting new people, and you seem really nice.
Cute kid. Hello, gentlemen. What are you up to? Hello, Midnight Dew. Community service. Midnight Dew wishes to learn more of you. And we also have some chimerical felt stuff. Am I using any of that? That's a realm reborn. I'm not looking at that. No, it does not look like it. And I don't think any of this is what I need for crafting stuff either. Yeah, no. Okay. Don't suppose you could lend me a hand, lass? See, Idleshire is made of mismatched odds and ends, and I'm the fastest way to learn about newcomers is to work with them. So, I'm of the mind you should pitch in a bit. Ain't a lot of glory in it, but I've got a green adventurer moving foodstuffs into our storerooms. Go and see if the lad needs help, eh? Working to keep the settlement afloat is hard work, off more than not, but it's worth it. I'm sure the lad yonder would say the same. Alright, if you say so. Let's see. Got over here. Gaimlona. No unsolicited submissions. If you want to work as a collectible supplier, you'll have to see Lidir Lona in Revenant's Toll. 1,000 pardons, madam, but I'm only permitted to deal with those who are registered with the house. If you'd like to peruse my wares, you'll need to speak with Gamlona first. House's rules, you understand. The house is proud to offer all manner of exclusive goods, guaranteed to help you realize your every aspiration. Services are reserved for collectibles suppliers. I am only permitted to offer my services to those who've been approved by the House of Splendors. Sure. Hi. By the way, Grog! This person right here, incredibly helpful supplier. Sells a lot of items at, normal quality, mind you, but still, a lot of these items are very useful in crafting, specifically in the crafting of Heavensward, like, materials, or Heavensward items for crafter quests. So keep this person in mind. Hello, Junkmonger. Let's see. We're still looking around the area first, so let's keep doing that. Although, I suppose we could talk to this lady here. Top marks. Yelois is easy for you to rise through the ranks in Clan Centurio. So, you're the famous Rouja, are you? The clan's all abuzz with talk of a brave young adventurer who's joined our ranks. But tell me, how is it a storied young lass like you's only approved to take on level 2 marks? Scared of it getting that pretty face of yours scratched, are you? Well, it's up to you, but if you've got the stomach for a new challenge, go back to that inn and tell, Ardolane that Yelos says he's holding you back. If he doesn't approve you for more advanced marks, he'll have me to deal with.
you're happy to take on middling marks all your life, that's fine by me. But if you want to make a name for yourself in Clan Centurio, you'll get yourself down to the Forgotten Knight and tell Ardolane that Yelosi says you're ready for bigger things. That'll soften him up. Okay. Let's go around back this way. So, looks like that is actually a pretty good opportunity for us to slide out of here. We'll probably swing back to Mordona to pick up a quest over there, and then we will head to Foundation for that. And then we'll come back here and do the rest of the stuff. But let's finish looking around first, eh? Grog, Golem. Somebody should really do something about all those, huh? Green grub mud plots. Psst, I ran out of water a bell ago, but the crop master doesn't have to know, eh? Hey, working hard or hardly working, huh? Oh, Father, what have I done? How am I to feed this child on a weed puller's wages? You missed one. Over there. No, not there. My there. Yes, my lord. There's not like a long drag on a pipe after calm man's after fit and blast camps. Man, you've not seen it past 12 summers. Now pass the bloody briar if you know what's good for you. Now pass the bloody briar afore I whack you one good, is what he says. I wish those little text bubbles showed up in the text chat. I really do. It's so hard to like catch them, especially when they're long like that. Rumble, rumble. I agree. We'll check inside that house in a bit. First, we've got a little bit more to explore around here. Once again, Idleshire is a, like, weirdly large area that not a lot of people actually, like, run around in. So it's important that I do this. Hey, bud. Oh, another one. Oh, yet more. More gobbies. Oh, also, in case it wasn't obvious, the opening song, the Spider-Man thing, is because of goblins. Also, in the message that I sent out to advertise the stream, I mentioned an Xyz monster, Goblin Biker's Big Gabonga. I didn't make that up. That's a real card. That's a real Yu-Gi-Oh card. Look up Goblin Biker's Big Gabonga. I promise you it's real. Poof Chalks! Beloved brother Mudamix is brilliant gobby. He has brain case full of knowings and of airy self and materia, ever eager to share with Uplander and her kin. Poofchalks knows about materia muchly, can even join Fighty Tool to materia for Uplander. If secret joining skill is not needed, that is. One day Poofchalks will be just as wise and worldly as Mudamix, though. Mark her tongue flaps. Smack clicks. As disciples of the great Master Mudamix, we have much knowledge of Story Shine. Uplanders love Stony Shine, yes, we make for you. Best price. Cool. And then in here, we have a number of people, it looks like. Lower, deeper, drop, drop, drop. Oh, God. Here. I cannot see worth a damn in this wretched thing. Look at the goblin go. How you doing? It's hotter than an Ifrit's arse after a peck of dragon peppers. Slim Fix. Love this guy. Gold Walks. Huzzah! Stickquix's Bang Pots is glorious monument to Gobby ingenuity. Backstrike Whizzle Pops with Whizzle Pops. Combat Illuminati Gob machines with brain fruit of Gobbies and Uplanders. Crafty made and great manufacturing. Such is potential of egalitarian utopia. Come one, come all. Join in Blasty Doom plans making. It might help if I had some ink to go with this quill. Yes, I suppose it would. Oh, another Gobby. Hello, Slipslicks. Slipslicks needs creature bits for research. New knowings await. I see. Alright, out we go. Let's go into the House of Splendors next. Because in case it isn't obvious, there is, in fact, a Rowena branch here. New to Idleshire, never fear. I know these parts like the back of my hand, and nothing would give me greater pleasure than to personally give you a guided tour. So what do you say, friend? It'll be the best 1,000 gil you ever spent. Did I mention it cost 1,000 gil, yes? Believe me, it's worth that 100 times over. Yeah, I'm not doing that, but... No longer calling all prospective engineers. Gobby Wine Fruit Tree is plucked to bare bottoms. That's nice.
Okay, what's your thing? Unctuous adventurer. Keeping up with the Elia pose. An adventurer stands before you wearing a shite-eating grin and gazing at you in a way that makes you not entirely comfortable.
Lorelei! Rouge Lorelei! Gods, it really is you. I'd heard the songs and tales, but think the day when I would come that I would meet you in the flesh. Whatever have I done to deserve such an honor? Drat, of all the days to forget to polish my armor, she must think I'm a total bumpkin. But wait, dare I ask? No, I daren't, to impose on such a hero. Oh, but what's the harm in trying? Yes, I must try. You see, I'm in a bit of a bind. A pickle, if you will. You see, I've just taken on a task of sorts. A task far, far beyond the abilities of a two-gill greenhorn like myself. But you, yes, a realm-renowned hero like you could tackle this monumental task in your sleep, blindfolded and with both arms and a leg tied behind your back. So you'll do it for me, will you? Wonderful. Just head over to Renoise and tell Chloe Poe that you were there for help. What? Did I say Chloe Poe? I meant Chloe Eliapo. That isn't my silly little nickname for her, and I certainly haven't been frequenting her shop every day for the past 2 moons that her ever so cute little smile might brighten my dark and dreary days. But I've blabbered on long enough, haven't I? Ta-ta!
Okay. It's a little weird. Also, I just want to point out this. A pathetic sop of an adventurer heaps cloying praise upon you before promptly foisting upon you some task that he is either incapable of or unwilling to, mayhap both, perform himself. He quickly scampers off before supplying any of the relevant details, save that it involves lending your aid to one Chloe Eliapo, shopkeep at Rowena's Center for Cultural Promotion, whose mere smile is seemingly sufficient to reduce the man to a stammering clod. Investigate and hope that you've seen the last of that sad buffoon. That... That's one of those, like, quest description that's like... Yeah, the Warrior of Light really fucking hates that guy, for some reason. Alright. Here we are, Rowena Center for Cultural Promotion. And there's the lady herself. Why am I here, you ask? To seize an opportunity. What else? Don't misunderstand, though. House is still headquartered in Revenant's Toll, and I'm not about to change that. Hi. Well, you see, we've got a contract with a group of goblins that are just itching to analyze any Illuminati technology they can get their hands on. They like to call the fruits of their efforts Gordian. Even the simplest piece is enough to make them giddy, so all need to do for their very own equipment is to bring us some bits of Illuminati machinery, or even pages of their so-called manifesto. Our goblins get to tinker, and you get a shiny new piece of gear. Not a bad trade, if you ask me. I'm actually not going to read these, because, those are spoilers for something that's coming later. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Okay. Nothing over there. So let's go talk to Chloe. Hello, little one.
Hi there, lady. I'm Chloe Eliapo. And who might you be?
Hi, I'm Rouuja.
Rouuja Lorelei? The Rouuja Lorelei? What are you looking at, Rowena? From all the stories? Wow, you're like a legend. A real living and breathing legend. This is so exciting. Did I tell you I love stories? Well, I do. And not just listening to them. I'm pretty good at telling them, too. I have this friend whose mommy and daddy went away and never came back, and, well, she gets lonely and cries sometimes. So I tell her stories to cheer her up. That's right, stories of brave adventurers like you. She likes my stories. She stops crying and even starts smiling and laughing. Seeing her happy makes me happy, too. But lately she's just been staring off into space again. It must be my fault. I bet all my stories are starting to sound the same. But then I had an idea. Do you know what that is? I'll ask great adventurers like you to tell me your stories, and I'll put them together and make new stories of my own. It's a really great idea, right? Tell me you think so too.
Yeah, absolutely, kid.
So will you help me? Rowena gives me all sorts of things when I work hard, so if you do this for me, I can give them to you. What sort of things? Well, tone stones for one, and all kinds of other special stuff. But not my Mandragora pin. That's all mine. So do me a favor. Remember all your bester stories and write them in this notebook here. I call it Chloe's Wondrous Tales, because I have a tale, and I tell tales. Get it? Every time your stories help me come up with a new tale of my own, I'll give you a present. It'll be a lot of fun for the both of us, don't you think? Thanks, Rouuja. And by the way, you're even cuter than I pictured you from the stories. Tee-hee.
Aww. Welcome to Wondrous Tales. Henceforth you can share your tales of your heroism and daring do for a chance to earn valuable rewards. To begin, I want to obtain a Wondrous Tales from Chloe Eliapo. In addition to the one you've just received, a new journal will be made available every week. Within the journal is a card with 16 squares, 4 columns and 4 rows, each representing a certain quest or duty, or a category of the same. Triumph in the corresponding adventure and the square will be marked off. You can mark up to 9 squares on a single card. Complete the collect conditions described within, for example, marking off 9 squares, marking off 4 squares in a row, and so forth, and deliver your marked journal to Chloe Eliapo, and the story-loving Mikote child will reward you accordingly. To view objectives with squares you've marked off, as well as review reward conditions and time limits, you need only use the journal from the key items menu. New journal will be available fucking whatever. Excuse me.
Hi there, Miss Rouja. Did you come to help Chloe? Or can Chloe help you? Either way, I'm glad you're here.
Let's see.
What's that? You want to hear more about Chloe and her stories? Chloe loves talking about her stories. I'll tell you everything you want to know and more. Wondrous Tales is what I call my journals full of stories. It's a great name, don't you think? Because I like tales and I have a tale, you know? Anyway, I want you to think back on all your greatest stories and fill these pages up with all kinds of stories. Bring the stories back to me and I use your stories to make new stories of my own. I tell them to my friends and they get so happy. I love to make people happy. Do you like to make people happy too? Then you should bring Chloe lots of stories. If you want a new journal, all you have to do is ask Chloe. Just don't forget to say please. Oh, and I can only give you one journal at a time. Mommy always told me to leave enough room for everyone. Oh, and I'm really, really sorry, but Chloe takes a long time to make a journal. I have to draw all the pretty pictures of goblins and gobus, and I'm still learning my Eorzean letters, you know? But I'm trying really, really hard. You understand, don't you, Miss Rouja? Aunt Rowena gives Chloe all sorts of special things because I'm her bestest helper, you know? And Chloe is happy to give these things to you. As long as you give Chloe stories, that's fair, don't you think? Daddy always tells me I should be fair. Chloe likes stories, of course, but Chloe really likes it when stories just go right together because that helps me think of new stories of my own. So if you give me those kinds of stories, I'll be really, really happy. You understand, don't you, Rouja? But Mommy always says Chloe has a good memory, right? But still, Chloe can only remember 9 stories at once. I tried to remember 10 once, but poof, it just disappeared. Chloe felt so bad. So promise me you won't bring too many stories at once, okay? So I'm collecting stories because I want to make my own stories, right? Then I want to tell these stories to my best friend. So it's really hard. It takes time to make stories, but I hate to keep my friend waiting. So Chloe knows that adventurers like you are really, really busy, right? But Chloe has to give you a due date. Rowena always tells Chloe that all important work has a due date. So if you do the job before the date in the journal, it'll make Chloe so happy. You want to make me happy, right?
Yes, I do, kid. So let's take a look at this Wondrous Tale, shall we? Let's see. So, we have 1 through 49 dungeon, level 50 dungeon, 51 through 59 dungeon, level 60 dungeon, Labyrinth of the Ancients, something we haven't unlocked yet, treasure dungeons, Second Coil of Bahamut Turn 2, Howling Eye Extreme, Striking Tree Extreme, Akafa Amphitheater Extreme, Minstrel's Battle Ultima, something we haven't unlocked yet, Deep Dungeons, and Crystalline Conflict. So, here's the thing about Wondrous Tales. Very good for leveling, however, that's not necessarily something that I need right now. What they are good for is getting poetics. But a couple of problems with that. Number one, I can't really do a lot of these things on my own, which means that if I do need to do them, I will need other people's help with them temporarily. Additionally, there are lines that Chloe says based on if you hit each and every one of these particular categories. So if you get 9 seals, there's a line for this. If you get 1 line, there's a line for that. If you get 2, there's a line for that. And if you get 3, there's a line for that. I have never gotten 3 lines. In all of my time playing this game, I've never managed to get 3 lines ever. That being said, I will be doing my best to pay attention to if I get to turn these in, and I will take pictures of those and read the dialogue off of that. So don't expect to see this stuff on stream, really. The other thing to note is there are plenty of mounts and minions that you can get from also, let me read that really quick. So I'm sure you had some really great adventures, you know, but there's not enough in here for Chloe to make new stories of her own. Chloe needs maybe 9 stories, or stories that, like, go along or line up all pretty with each other, okay? So I'm sorry, but I can't give you anything yet, but please don't feel bad, we're still friends. Most of this stuff, thankfully, is all just, you know, house decorations and stuff, but there are also some other, you know, things in here which, again, can't really get right now. And then there are far more things in there. So again, that, if anything is going to be happening with that, it's going to be off-stream that I work on that. Okay. Next, let's go talk with these people over here, because this is the last area we have to do. Hup. Cheap Chicks. Shh, Uplander has questions, Cheap Chicks has answers. What do you do here? Scavenge, learn, build. The technology of Charlian is ours for the taking. Gobbyflock learns much and more every day from junk and tomes. Fill brain cases with Uplander words and wisdom. But Illuminati wants words and wisdom all for themselves. Cheap Chicks cannot abide that. Cheap Chicks like having embiggened vocabulary. What kind of place is this? Gobbyflock wanders for many years, in accordance with Gobby tradition. But then, by great fortune, Gobbyflock comes to abandoned city of Charlian. Much wisdom to be had in study of junk and reading of tomes. That decision is made. Gobbyflock must stay. Later come like-minded Uplanders to share in spoils. Together we build Idleshire, a community of hard-working, industrious individuals. Cool. We have Half-Six. Shh! Illuminati must be stopped. Half-Six is racking brain case for ways to defeat them. Clever pranks or tricksy plans. And Whole Picks! Woo! Whole Picks! Shh! Uplander pack things and leave buildings empty. So is Gobbyflock coming and becoming keepers of Charlian. Now this is pride of Gobbyflock. Whole Picks will defend home, not let anyone take Idleshire. From the Goblin's perspective, such a well-appointed city certainly is an attractive proposition. I suppose it's only to be expected that others would come and occupy Charlian. Nonetheless, it feels akin to having strangers take over your home in your absence. I'll bet. Alright, so that is most of everybody talked to here, but first we're going to run out to the hinterlands, because I think there's another quest out here, and also we're going to try and do this Tarantula Hawk quest real quick. Yep, there is a quest over here. So we'll pick that up, see what that's about, and then also talk, or go back to Mordona to grab the quest over there. I'm not sure how far we're going to be able to get today, unfortunately. There's a point that I would love to be able to hit. Hopefully we'll be able to at least get over to this half of the area, but I'm not super confident. We'll see, though. Alright, last Tarantula Hawk here. Oop. There we go, Tarantula Hawks dealt with. Let's also look for ether currents as well. Southeast, okay. I love the scenery of this area, by the way. It's gorgeous. Charlian architecture is very fascinating. We haven't really gotten a chance to see too much of it before now. Alright, who do we got here? Independent Tinkerer. Got Backrix. Backrix is keeper of knowings and data, but Backrix has nothing to teach Uplander this day. Tap Clicks. Louder than words, Tap Clicks is eyeing you suspiciously. You are stranger, you are sneaky peeker, you are thief working for Illuminati. You can't take these things. No, 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 they are for all to enjoy, but Illuminati always try to steal and hide things. Tap Clicks must be on constant guard. If you say you are Gobby friend, then prove it. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Drive them away from this place. Prove you are Gobby friend. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Okay, that's pretty close by. Might as well do that too. It's also worth noting this is not our first time encountering the Illuminati. We encountered them briefly. Bow to Illuminati! We encountered them briefly. Tear you to shreds, tear you apart. Yeah. We encountered them briefly in the hard version of Brayflox's Longstop. They were the main antagonists there. There we go. And one more. And here. There she is. Kill her. Cut you to ribbons. Cut you to pieces. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, there's an Aether Current over there. Let's grab that real quick. How wondiferous. Hello. Shh. Use Illuminati fighting force. You are a true Gobby friend. The things here are for all people of Idleshire, but Illuminati try to steal them away. Illuminati is our enemy. Illuminati is your enemy. This means you are our friend. Shh. This is Watchguard Post. It is an important place. We watchguard for nasty monster and evil Illuminati. Sounds good. All right, let's see. Let's teleport. Let's go to Foundation first. Talk to the old man in here. Whoop.
Whoa, so you've met your Lois, have you? Well, if she says you're ready for level 3 marks, it ain't worth arguing. Just make sure you're well prepared before you go after one of these beasts. They're more dangerous than anything you've hunted so far. The rewards are bigger too, provided you make it back in one piece. Any road, go and have a gander at the clan hunt board. So long as you understand the risks, I'll let you pick any level 3 mark that takes your fancy. Level 3 marks are up on the clan hunt board with the others. If you're sure you know what you're getting into, go up and take a look at them.
All right, and there we go. We are now able to go after level 3 marks. And we've also unlocked the final one. Elite and Dangerous. Ardolane has some good news for you from the Master of Clan Centurio.
Well met, Rhuuja. I've got some good news for you. I've had word from Sir Lodast, Master of Clan Centurio. Seems he's been keeping an eye on your progress, and he reckons you're just about as ready to spread your wings as a fully fledged elite mark hunter. Sir Lodast was born in a noble family, but he left all that behind to head our hunting, tracking down the fiercest foes and destroying them for the good of the realm. Folk call him the original hunter-scholar. Being recognized by a fellow like that ain't nothing to be sniffed at. Don't let it be going to your head, though. These elite marks are on a whole nother level, to aught you've hunted before. And charging in willy-nilly is a sure way to meet your maker. You give them ranks based on how deadly they are, just like the grand companies do. Find the bills for these elite marks up on the clan hunt board alongside the others. You're free to take whichever bill you choose. Make sure you know what you're doing before you head out hunting. Every one of these beasts is a nightmare incarnate. Whenever a new elite mark comes in, we post the bill up on the clan hunt board. It's always a good idea to ask your fellow clansmen about a mark before you head out hunting. As they say, knowledge is power, and power is what you need to get the better of these beasts. And once we unlock this quest, we will also have access to all of the elite mark people, the hunter scholars, in all of the different towns that we can visit. So we'll have even more dialogue. There we go. Elite clans. All right, off to Mordona then. And then back to Idleshire. All right. Huh. Okay, we have a couple of these. Beloved of the Builder. Yeah, I guess I might as well pick this one up. Lord Alona thinks you might benefit from becoming a specialist. Given your talents as a carpenter, I must ask, have you considered becoming a specialist?
Such a decision is not to be made lightly, of course, but I think it might be in your best interests. Seek Alderaan, the Master Crafter in Ishgard. Show him this letter and he will show you the way. Go west, craftsman. Lord Alona would like to reassure you that the rumors you have heard are true. Mayhap you have heard that Rowena's House of Splendors is expanding its operation. I am proud to say these rumors are true. We have established a presence in Idleshire, far to the west in the Dravanian hinterlands. Should you find yourself passing through, it might be prudent to introduce yourself to our representatives. Present this letter to them, and they will know you for one of our suppliers. Should you find yourself in Idleshire and wish to avail ourselves of your services, pray present that letter to my sister, Game Lona. There's much to be gained from becoming a specialist, but do not take my word for it. Alderaan can tell you more. Okay, fine, we'll go to the pillars. Oh, no, that's Idleshire. Go to Foundation first, then we'll go back to Idleshire. Forgot about the Beloved Builder one. Hello, young lady. Aurea has been fascinated with the back of my chair recently. I keep thinking it's her maybe wanting to sit on my lap a little bit, but so far it hasn't been, sadly. Alderaan, I have forged weapons and armor for heroes and catered banquets for royalty. I've concocted potions to heal the dying, woven great banners for nations, and last week I won the Ishgardian Fine Woodworking Association for Best Chair. What have you built of late? I built an exploding Kupo nut. Letter to Alderaan, handwritten message from Lord Alona requesting that Alderaan share with you his knowledge of specialists. His knowledge of what? Anyway. Oh, so Lord Alona thinks you have the skill enough to become a specialist, does she? She has yet to steer me wrong. We, whom the Builder has blessed with this talent, are tempted to learn every trade, as we should. That said, we masters must learn to come to accept our limitations. One can specialize in no more than 3. You must decide which disciplines are most important to you, and which ones are but passing fancies. If the Builder does indeed come guide your hand, then I would have them set to purpose. Come, take this soul of the crafter. For now, but it is but a token of what yet may become. When you have chosen your path, present it to me, and your journey as a specialist will begin. Soul the Crafter. Upon the back of this crystal plaque are engraved the myriad creations of crafters from eras past. So, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. I have no fucking idea how this works. Oh, hi, bees. Speaking of crafters, I guess, as I understand, you get access to, like, better crafting actions, I guess, if you're a specialist. But I've also, like, never actually done it before, so I don't fucking know how it works. Anyway, back to Idleshire. Gives a static base increase in stats. Okay, that's good. And it gives you 1 or 2 crafting actions that are literally never used. Awesome. Okay, sounds good to me. Super worth it then, it sounds like. Okay, let's turn in this, and then we'll check in with Eloise again. The base stat increase is actually goated. That part does sound useful, I will admit. Begging your pardons, miss, but I haven't got the time to chat right now. Letter to Game Lona, a handwritten message from Lord Alona granting you permission to trade collectibles with Game Lona in Idleshire. One of my sister's little sister suppliers, eh? Well, that's different. Pleased to make your acquaintance. As you can see, the house has come to Idleshire, but we've only just gotten started. It is our hope, with help of hard-working folk like yourself, it won't be long before we're the center of trade in these parts. And we'll do it by becoming the premier source of collectibles. Bring us whatever you got, and we'll pay you a fair value in scripts. May this be the beginning of a long and prosperous relationship. Sure. Now trade collectibles to Rowena's House of Splendors in Idleshire. Arms wide open. Oh yeah, this. I forgot about this. Yeah, I guess we might as well do this now. Game Lona is concerned for the pecuniary fortunes of a friend. Well, if it ain't one of our most reliable collectors. Got anything good for us this evening? Actually, hold that thought. Just remembered I've got something for you for a change. A favor to ask. You wouldn't happen to know a girl by the name of Zloe Eliapo, would you? Sweet little thing, born into her poverty, worked her tail off for my sister until she paid off every last gill of her family's debts. Recently, she struck out on her own, renting out a corner of the hard place to run her own shop. Girl's got a noise for a coin that's a match for anyone in the realm, but she can also be a bit scatterbrained, which is what's keeping us up at night. We'd like nothing more than to stick by her side until she gets her new operation off the ground, but needless to say, we've got plenty on our own plates. That's where you come in. So what do you say? Think you could pay Zloe a visit and see that the girl's making ends meet? It'd mean a whole lot to Rowena and me. Sure. Got anything good for us this evening? Go on and show it to our appraiser, then. I'm sure she's dying to have a look. Well, before I do that, I do have something to do. So, what I need is... I have been working my ass off, kind of, to get these purple scripts. Because in order to do... So, for some ungodly reason, in Heavensward, the crafter quests all require you to have the master crafting tome of each of their respective disciplines. For some reason. I don't know why. So, I have to buy all of them. And I'm going to do it on stream here because they have a description to read, you know. This esoteric tome, third in an equally esoteric series, contains advanced woodworking recipes that can only be learned by highly skilled carpenters, smithing recipes by highly skilled blacksmiths, armor crafter by highly skilled armored, goldsmithing by skilled goldsmiths, leatherworking by leatherworkers, clothcraft by weavers, alchemy by alchemists, cooking by culinarian. You get the idea. Also worth noting, I don't actually have to buy the culinarian one because B's rules and just like has all of the culinarian crafting things just ready to go at all times. So yeah, we're just going to use all these real quick. You are just goated. Lotto goats. I love having to use all of these one at a time. Come on. There we go. And the last one. Master Alchemist. There we go. There. Now I can actually finish the crafting off screen. Alright. Let's go talk to Zloe, and then can actually start MSQ. An hour and 30 fucking minutes into the stream, because of course that's how long it takes. Hello. I've been asked to help you.
Why, yes, I'm Zloe Eliapo. However, did you know? Am I famous? That's so exciting. And also somewhat terrifying, but most certainly exciting. Oh, but pray tell, whoever might you be?
Hi, I'm RHUUJA Lorelei. Might have heard of me.
Mistress Game Lona sent you to look after me. Why, how sweet of her to ask. And you to come, of course. Speaking of sweets, have you tried Adkirag's pineapple pudding? Smooth and sensuous, and... but where was I? Oh, of course, I'm doing quite well, thank you for asking. With a loan I took out for Mistress Rowena, I rented a room here in the Hell's Cellars of the Hard Place. Can you guess what I'm using it for? Actually, let me just tell you, I'm running an orphanage. I call it Menfina's Arms, because it's like she's holding the orphans and keeping them safe, in her arms. Get it? I'm still new to this, but I've already learned so much. For one thing, running an orphanage is really expensive, so I've had to skip out on a few luxuries. Food, clothing, and the like. Why, the last thing I ate was Adkirag's pineapple pudding, and I had to make a single bowl last the week. It was a rather large bowl, mind you, but still. But this isn't about me. It's about the children and everything I could be doing for them if only I had more gil in my coffers. Don't worry, though. Zloe has a plan. What sort of plan, you ask? You're looking at it. I've started my trading business right here in this little corner of the hard place. I acquire rare treasures and relics from the realm over and sell them to wealthy collectors for princely sums. Oh, if only I could marry a prince, all my worries would be... Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, what's in it for my suppliers, you ask? I was just getting to that. Seeing as how I'm on such good terms with Mistress Rowena, you see, I was thinking I could pay them back in scrips and that they spend at the House of Splendors. Haven't actually asked her yet, of course, but I'm sure she'll say yes. Did I mention that we were really, really good friends? You know a thing about crafting, too? I knew this was Zloe's lucky day. Almost as lucky as the day when that nice old man pays me 10 times what that stone was worth. A whole 100 gil, just because I reminded him of his granddaughter. Anyway, what do you say? You can be Zloe's #1 procurement specialist. You'll do it, won't you? For the children?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're the best, the absolute best. I knew it the moment I saw your face. With you on my side, Zloe's House of Almost Splendors, I'm still working on the name, will be turning a profit in no time, and Menfina's Arms will spread wide to hold every poor orphan in a loving embrace. Anyhow, let's make this official. RHUUJA, was it? Zloe is oh so looking forward to doing business with you. Did I say that for every collectible you'll bring me, I'll pay you in scripts redeemable at Rowena's House of Splendors? I did? Good, because that's exactly what I'll be doing. Provided Rowena approves, of course. Which she will, I promise. That's how Rowena pays her hardworking employees, after all. No gil, just scripts. Why, I can still remember her counting them out. 1 script, 2 script, red skip, blue script. She'll be positively thrilled that Sloey's following in her footsteps. I just know it. I see the sparkle of curiosity in your eye. But Sloey, you ask, without any guilt to your name, however did you purchase food, drink, and other basic essentials of daily life? You weren't wondering that? Well, Sloey will tell you anyway. At Rowena's House of Splendors, you can purchase an enormous flagon of pineapple juice for the low, low price of only 130 scripts. And who needs food when you have pineapple juice? Not Sloey, that's for sure. Pineapples. Kid, you gotta eat more. But where were we? Oh, you're probably wondering exactly what sort of treasures I'm looking for. Well, I'd be happy to explain. Sloey has her eyes set on exotic treasures of Near Eastern make and design. A little birdie told Sloey that Near Eastern culture is all the rage among the Ishgardian nobility these days, and who is Sloey to disappoint such potentially generous customers? I'm counting on you, friend, and remember, so are the children. Great. Boobalas, piping hot Midlander-style soup chock full of succulent samples from each of the 5 seas of Eorzea. Landtrap salad, a salad made with still-twitching leaves of landtrap and garnished with a drizzle of fragrant olive oil. Whew! Alright. Custom deliveries. They're deliveries. They're customizable. Welcome, Rhuuja. Help me to do Menfina's work, I take it. Let's see how many smiles we can put on the children's faces today. The items sought by Sloey fall into 3 categories. Crafted items, obtainable by disciples of the hand. Gathered items, obtainable by disciples of the land. And fish. Furthermore, Sloey only deals in collectibles. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I get it. Thank you. Okay, so. Thavnarian leaf, a freshwater fish originally native to Near Eastern island of Thavnir. How they ultimately ended up in the upper Thalaic River remains an enigma. So we're going to turn those in a second, because I do actually have 2 dated Razet hand coins ready to go. But I also just want to really quick build one of the, let's see, custom deliveries, Sloey, Near Eastern Antique. I need 2 Near Eastern Antique components, which I can purchase from here. All right. I'm sure I can probably do this. Would be really fucked up if I messed this up on stream, though, so I sure hope I don't. Damn, I'm getting really lucky with those. Okay, well, we're good. We're good then. Just do that real quick. And get going. Perfect. Alright, let's go turn those in real quick. I don't remember what the other... Is there another level 60 custom deliveries? I don't remember if there is, and if so, where it is. Let's make a delivery. Yes, thank you. I hate that I have to click through that the entire time. Okay, dated Razet hand coin. Currency once used on the Near Eastern island of Thavnir, now only sought by numismatists and historians. Fuck you. Near Eastern Antique. A piece of Razet hand's illustrious history. Actually, yeah. With Ishgardians taking a greater interest in foreign nations in late, trinkets and treasures from the Near East are in great demand. This is just what they're looking for. Now let's take a closer look. Oh, Rhuuja, it's absolutely stunning. So stunning that's a shame I have to sell it, but I will make the ultimate sacrifice for the children. Alright, and then we gotta switch to botanist, I guess. We will make deliveries with these coins. My coins! This is a form of ancient currency once minted in Razet Han and said to be a remnant of an ancient trade routes long since abandoned. It's sure to strike the fancy of a connoisseur of Near Eastern history. And one more. Thanks to you, I've got so many Near Eastern treasures I barely have space for them all. Fortunately, Zloe knows some very wealthy individuals who can hardly wait to take them off her hands. Tee.
We're actually not any closer to doing MSQ. This might as well be another fucking side quest stream.
I'm happy to hear you to say that your Near Eastern treasures have found no end of fans among the Ishgardian aristocracy. Why, with only the funds that have poured in thus far, I can safely say that Menfina's arms will stay welcomely wide open for, well, at least the next couple of days or so. But is Zloe going to rest on her laurels? Perish the thought. Not when there are countless children still yearning for warmth and love. I can count on you, can't I, Rhuuja?
Absolutely, kiddo.
Oh, thank you. This calls for a celebration. Why, yes, I think I'll treat myself to that last bite of pineapple pudding that I've been saving since last week. If anyone deserves it, it's you, Miss Zloe. You're always working so hard to put food on our plates. Hello, lady. Who are you? This is Rhuuja, a famous adventurer. She's the one who's helping Miss Zloe turn her trading business around. You're an adventurer, Miss Rhuuja? My mommy and daddy are adventurers, too. I wish you could meet them. Mommy and Daddy are the strongest adventurers I've ever seen. They're always keeping the people of Idleshire safe from nasty monsters. Or at least they were. The other day they went off to hunt something called a leet mark. They said they'd be home by sundown, but I haven't seen them since. Miss Zloe says they probably just got lost. Anyway, I was so scared and lonely all by myself, but then I met Miss Zloe. She's been so nice to me, just like a big sister. Sometimes she forgets to unlock the door or feed us, but I know that's just because she's busy. Right, Miss Zloe? I just met you, Miss Rhuuja, but I like you too. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. My best friend promised she'd tell me a story about dragons, and I just love dragons. See you later, Miss Zloe, Miss Rhuuja.
Poor kid.
That's Takebi. Just between the two of us, search parties have been scouring the land for any sign of her parents, but nothing. I know I shouldn't get the poor girl's hopes up, but I simply haven't the heart to tell her the truth. Besides, Menfina may still work a miracle yet. The day after her parents disappeared, poor little Takebi rushed out from her home at the city gates. She waited there day and night in the beating rain and blustering wind, just so that she could greet her dear mother and father with a smile the very moment they returned home. When I found her, she was sniffing and shivering in the cold. That was when my inspiration struck. I would start an orphanage right here in Idleshire and take in all the poor children like Takebi who were crying out for a gentle helping hand. And that's why I must keep to the task. Menfina's arms must spread wider and wider, that no child need know such pain and loneliness ever again. Rumble, rumble. Is it supper time yet?
Alright, there we go. Now a friend of the orphanage. Still much more to be done before the finances of Menfina's arms are stable. New favor to ask.
Thanks to you, we're doing better than we were. At least Zloe's paying the rent now, but I'm afraid to say Menfina's arms is still a long way from achieving true financial stability. So Zloe got ourselves to thinking. Maybe we've been doing ourselves a disservice by limiting our dealings to the Ishgardian nobility, no matter how wealthy and generous they may be. That's why Zloe decided to look the realm over and look big. I'm talking about consortiums, cooperatives, and conspiracies? Commiserations? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I found a promising new client. Master Geggaruju of Geggaruju Shipping. Have you been to his resort at Costa del Sol, Rhuuja? They say the sun shines bright on waters clear every day of the year. Tee-hee, that rhymed, didn't it? Anyway, I have an idea. What sort of rare trinkets and treasures do you think might tickle the fancy of those who lived in a world of endless summer? If you're thinking cool and refreshing relics from the bleak, blustery highlands of Corthus, then I guess great minds think alike. Yes, this is the perfect opportunity to build upon the foundation we've laid. What do you say, Rhuuja? Are you with me? Yeah, sure. Alright. The new things that we have to deliver... Oh my god, I really don't want to fucking read all of this, dude. Okay, thank god, that's not actual dialogue, it's just other shit. Okay, Corthan Souvenir, a novel item to remember the northern region by. Ice stalagmite. Ice stalactites hold on tight to the ceiling of a cave. This is not an ice stalactite. And Ghost Fairy, an almost entirely transparent shellless mollusk found solely in the waters of Clearpool. I'll turn that stuff in off stream, I think. Because we still have so much fucking shit to do, you guys. You have no idea. Okay. Hey, bud. What? Confound it all. I knew that that one was a bit too bloody light. Oh, pardon me. I've just discovered there's a crack in the urn I was carrying. I've been dropping crab apples left and right without even knowing it. Could I trouble you to look for them while I patch the hole? Carrying food would be easy, I said. Nothing could go wrong, I said. Excuse me, have you seen a crab apple? He young Uplander is so funny, carrying heavy urn. He does not see crab apples from hole and bottom. Plop, plop, plop. Uplander, take this back to him. Psh, young Uplander, so funny. I've never eaten crab apples before. I don't know what they taste like. Psh, Uplander's looking for crab apples, perhaps? Here, I found this lying on ground, but Uplander had better wash it muchly before eating. Even after goodly washing, I would not eat that crab apple. Hi. Midnight Dew will have my hide if she learns I mucked up just caring about crab apples. Crab apple. Pronounced crab apple. I don't believe you. Unlike the crab apple, which ripened to a bright red, crab apples are amazingly sweet and delicious. Crab apple, whatever. Fuck you. 1, 2, 1... Oh, 1, 3... Yes, that's all of them. Thank you, adventurer. Now, what was it you wanted of me? Ha! So Midnight Dew sent you to help me. Well, I hope I'll have cause to help you in return. That is the way of Idleshire, after all. How do I patch this urn? Oh, he still hasn't figured it out, huh? Alright, we'll go talk to Midnight Dew. Hopefully, she'll probably have another quest for us. From what I heard, how you helped that lad, adventurer, I'm thinking you'll do just fine here. Sorry for testing you without telling you. When me and mine first got here, it took us a while to find a rhythm, but before long, we were the best of friends with the Gobbies. Now we're as dedicated as them to building this place up into a proper town. And if you're willing to pitch in, it don't matter much where you're from or what brought you here. As long as you help out, you're good in my book, and the Gobbies. Excellent. Alright. Takes a certain kind of person to make it here, lass. Us treasure hunters, we don't always follow the letter of the law, but we've got our own codes. If you're like-minded, maybe you've a place here. Elsewise, best find your way back to civilization. Okay, now we can talk to Eloise, and then we can turn in that one. Well, 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 it's nice to see a friendly face around here for once. What aid can I offer to a fellow member of the clan? Tell me about the marks. Terry Godis. The Thaliac River is a shining symbol of the Dravanian hinterlands, the great mother who blesses the land with the gift of water. But where the gentle and generous mother brings life, the cruel and merciless father, an oversized crustacean who rules over the Thaliac with an iron claw, brings only death. The great glutton will pounce on everything that moves and chop up its prey with its tail pincer faster than you can say ouch. If you don't keep an eye on that tail of his, you'll be feeding the fishes in bite-sized chunks. False Gigantopithecus. Time and again, the residents of Idleshire have come under attack from a huge hairy beastkin. Imagine if you crossed a Rogadin with an Opa and had it row a 10 tons galley for a 12 moon. I scoured the Sharlayan annals for record of such a monster, and finally found it. It's a Gigantheroptoctix, a fierce beast discovered on the tropical jungles of the Celadales. It was brought here as a youngling by a Sharlayan scholar, who raised it in a specially constructed glasshouse in some vain attempt to research its ecology. When the Exodus came, the callow whelp didn't think of taking his pet with him. Now it falls to the clan to pick up the pieces. Slipkinks Steel Joints. Have you heard of the Illuminati? They're a secretive fraternity of goblin scholars who are particularly active in this area, engaging in experiments that run the gamut from the unusual to the downright unnatural. Slipkinks Steel Joints studies fall towards the latter end of the spectrum. He's a notorious scoundrel who thinks of nothing but slaughtering innocents to test the effectiveness of his experimental weaponry. The brute dresses himself in a suit of mechanical armor that is nigh on impenetrable, and sets about passerby with technologically enhanced gusto. Honestly, these scholars are completely incorrigible. Stolas. The Dreadwolf. You'll never guess who put the bounty on Stolas' head. It was sent by a Sharlayan astrologian all the way from his homeland across the seas. He lived here before the Exodus, conducting his scholarly experiments. In one such trial, he used his magics to bind an owl to him as a familiar. The test was succeeded, but by some quirk of fate, the owl gains a prodigious intelligence, outstripping even that of its master. But when the Exodus came, the owl revolted. It attacked its master, stole a tome of forbidden knowledge, and escaped into the hinterlands. It seems that the tome contains secrets of such cataclysmic power that for the safety of the realm, this owl cannot be suffered to live. And finally, the Pale Rider. Another request sent by a Sharlayan scholar from the safety of his homeland. The fellows uncovered an ancient prophecy, stating that in the end of days, a deathly night, will rise from the grave and bring death and destruction to Dravania atop an ashen steed. The scholar is right, this end of days does indeed refer to the seventh umbral calamity, then this supernatural horseman should already be among us, but I don't see any death and destruction around here. Well, no more than normal anyway. Honestly, I think it's all a pile of chocobo plop. There was an adventurer passed through the other day. She said she'd seen a headless horseman out in the hinterlands when she was hunting for treasure, but believe me, you can trust those looters as far as you can throw them. Awesome. Okay. We can almost pick up that last quest. Hello, Woolnix. Uplander does great favor for Woolnix. In truth, Woolnix ran away when attacked by bugs. Woolnix was scolded for leaving gate unwashed, but this is unfair. Woolnix was stung by Tarantula Hawk, ran because pain was driving Woolnix mad. But now Tarantula Hawks are fewer. Woolnix can patrol in peace. I will take that adamantite thingy of whatever. I have so much shit in my inventory, dude. You have no idea. Do I have my... I don't have my Regal Purple die on me. Dang it. Okay. I do have access to my retainers here, though, so let me just pop some stuff in there real quick, like... Where's my Regal Purple? There we go. Give me that. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just preparing. Perfect. Okay. Main story. Oop. Golems be gone! Slowfix wants you to eliminate the golems that prowl Idle Shire. We've got some weapons here, it looks like. Adamantite spear, Jamdahars, and knives, and a scutum as well. I don't think I particularly care about any of those. So Uplanders agree to help. Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idleshire. Get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Sharlayan, yes? Sharlayans should know best way to deal with creatures. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. That's the same line. Okay. Sentinel golems? I dare say Y'shtola will know how to deal with them. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata will employ it as sentinels, and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should still not work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. This place is Idleshire, heart of great new nation. Free nation, built by all and free for all. First of all, let's go walk around and see if we can't find Alphanode and Y'shtola walking around. I shall see to the golems beyond this point. The area yonder I leave in your capable hands. Uh-huh. And I would assume Y'shtola is somewhere down here, maybe? Yeah, there she is. See her off in the distance there. Oh, she's already hard at work, I see. Use the coded command knots and crosses to unmake the golems. If all goes well, we can accomplish the task without recourse to violence. How wonderful. Hey, bud. Die. With a shudder, the golem crumbles to pieces.
we go.
Perfect.
Think Dalen's gonna be a tits out kind of dude? Hell yeah. Of all the luck, one of my golems was not receptive to the password and tried to pummel me bloody. Thankfully, I managed to dance clear of its fists and strike it down. I'm pleased to report that my golems obediently crumbled at my command. Golems are no more? Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand settlement. I guess I'll take the fucking battle dance materia. Alright. An Illuminati incident. Slowfix has the look of a goblin who's about to ask a favor. Uplanders help Gobbyflock, earned right to be citizens of Idleshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? A short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix has ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Slowfix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. Okay. Illuminati are nasty goblins. Oh, that's the same. Why do you guys always have the same fucking lines? Okay. Half-Six. Can you hear me now? Half-Six seems to be giggling to himself. Is Uplander looking to aid Idleshire? Then Uplander has come to right Gobby. Half-Six has tricksy plan, which will drive Illuminati out of their brain cases. Take these adventures of Half-Six, names of Signal Clogger. If Uplander puts them in Maker's Quarter, they will stop all Illuminati air-talking. Can Uplander imagine Illuminati air-talking while Signal Clogger is on? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Holpix! Cry havoc! Holpix is ready to let slip the Dogs of War. I don't think any of these are what I'm looking for. Gobbykin of Holpix speak of peace, but no can be peace without war, not while Illuminati try to steal territory of Idleshire. Now is not time to put away fighting tool, now is time to raise it. Uplander, take heads from 6 hated foes of Holpix, so show Illuminati that Idleshire is not having fear of them, or their Architecon. Death to Illuminati! Okay. Then we got Loudjocks. A new leaf. Loudjocks has run out of wares to sell. Shh, Loudjocks has told you. Loudjocks has no more spelling herbs for Uplander, you have not come with custom? But Uplander wants custom? Loudjocks does need 6 Narbroi leaves for bundle making of fragrant herbs. From every corpse, Uplander can take 2 leaves, and Loudjocks will pay good jingly shine, so we are both happy. Uplander does not know where Narbroi nest? Go to Maker's Quarter, many are floating around there. But make sure monsters are dead first, they are squealing muchly otherwise. Drydocks. Drydock seems to be down in the dumps. Sacks of Drydocks are missing, all 4. So full, so many memories. Drydocks pour sweat, blood, and tears into stuffing them. Drydocks knows who's behind this. Nasty thief Illuminati. They are stealing my precious sacks and taking them to the Maker's Quarter. Please, Uplander, steal them back. Illuminati steal Drydocks' precious sacks, and Drydocks have Uplander steal them right back. Okay. Well, looks like we got work to do, so let's head out into the Maker's Quarter and do some questing. 2 hours in, we were doing the MSQ. Awesome. I truly do not know how much longer I will be able to keep streaming. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we'll see. Alright, so these signal cloggers here. Jamming device. A piece of Magitech equipment designed to obstruct aether-based communications. I think we might have actually monkeyed around with some stuff like this. Just finished Erica's favorite anime. Is that My Hime? Is that what that is? Indeed? Alright, how was it? I mean, hearing it from her, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but what did you think of it? Not that I don't trust her taste, of course. Can see why she loved it. It's a shame it's so horny. You know, believe it or not, that is actually kind of consistent, I think, for her. There are a lot of things that of like anime that I find that she likes that like I don't really think of as something that she would, but somehow she manages to get like the lesbianism that she wants out of it, which is very impressive and, you know, good for her. I just don't always like see exactly, you know, where exactly she's coming from. Like, I think Prison School and Strike Witches are the two that always come to mind. Really is a masterpiece besides that? Oh, well, that's good. Think he's supposed to be a commentary on shitty protag? When did My Hime come out again? Because the style of it, like, I feel like I recognize the era of like, the style of it, but I couldn't, like, I couldn't put a name to it, you know? 2005-ish, I want to say. That sounds about right, yeah. It reminds me of, oh fuck, what was it called? There was an anime that I watched in high school that has a style, like a, I mean, not exactly, but like a slightly similar kind of like softer style of animation that My Hime has. God, I wish I could remember the name of it. The protagonist's name... Oh man, I can't even fucking remember the protagonist's name. I just remember that one of the characters nicknamed him Fon Fon. Like F-O-N, F-O-N. Specifically because somebody else, like, did not name him correctly, and they wanted to point that out as like a funny nickname. I can't remember what it's fucking called. It was on Netflix, which I know probably also doesn't help, but I don't know. I need to look that one up. Let's keep looking around for... Well, actually, you know what? We should... Oh, there's another quest over there, too. We should go pick that up and... do that as well before we do aught else, I think. You know what I really miss from World of Warcraft is stuff like sap and polymorph for mages and rogues. Just like if an enemy is next to like an item that you need to pick up or something, or like a you know, like a gathering node you want to get at, but like you don't really feel like fighting them. It's great to just be like, you're a sheep now. I don't want to fight you. Although I suppose 14 also has the benefit of most enemies aggroing based on sight rather than just like proximity like World of Warcraft does, so it's a little bit less of a problem. Some by sight, some by sound, some by procs. Always a fun time. Yep. Sheep and Blink are the best parts of being a mage. It's true. Oh yeah, obviously, like, yeah, just getting access to essentially the equivalent of a 14 Ethernet, like, fantastic. And also, I don't exactly know when it was introduced, but I know when I played WoW, like, the most back in Legion, the conjured refreshments you could make for like, from Mage, restored both health and mana, so you were entirely self-sufficient. You never had to buy food or water, which was great. Oh, I did actually get them all already. Okay. Let's go see what this quest is over here. I'm pretty sure I actually remember this quest. Ouch. Feltsmox. Hi, bud. Feltsmox needs bake. Feltsmox looks thoroughly unsatisfied. Nothing is going well for Feltsmox, so she goes for a walk, but Feltsmox is still unhappy. Feltsmox loves fishing, but is having terrible luck when fishing in recent days. Feltsmox can't catch anything. Feltsmox has idea. Uplander, please help. Kill wildebeests and collect 3 of their eyes. Okay. Please collect wildebeest eyes from nearby wildebeests. You got it, Chief. Alright. Make sure you tell Erica that you finished watching it, by the way. I'm sure she'd, if you haven't already. I figure she would probably be the first person you tell rather than me, but, you know, in case you haven't already. Whew. Rattle and Hum. Drawn to the waste piles of Big Wist Shortstop, the pack of diseased rattles has descended from the surrounding mountains to feed. As even a single bite will bring on a dread fever, it is crucial that the beasts be put down swiftly and without mercy. Do you have the wildebeest eyes? I do. Wildebeest eyes. Though long removed from the head, you have the eerie feeling that this eye is still watching you. Excellent. Perhaps this time Feltsmox will finally catch something. These sparkly, shiny orbs make the best fishing bait. Feltsmox will catch some big, delicious fish with this. Feltsmox will try it right now. Okay, good luck. Okay, back into the, this area we go, I guess. Feed me, see more. While most of Eorzea's carnivorous plants are immobile, limiting the danger they pose to other creatures, Narborois are not bound to the soil, making them possible threats to the realm's inhabitants. Ruginus is the biggest and hungriest threat of all. Alright, let's keep looking for these sacks, and then we will find Slowfix's friend. Hi, Nico. Oh, come on. Where are the rest of these stupid sacks? Maybe some up there? Goblin glider. Oh my god. Who am I gonna do crafter relics with? I have no fucking idea, honestly. I mean, right now, Carpenter is the highest level. So maybe that. I'm not really... I haven't honestly given a whole lot of thought to it. Oh, and there's another quest over there. Another Feltzmox quest. We'll get to that in a moment. Hey, I recognize you. Goodly Uplander, long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Brayflox? Uplander must not be touching junk of Brayflox. Brayflox is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brayflox. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Weisgate gave me to understand you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshaw! Brayflox eat Illuminati for sun-upses. Oh. Well, good timing. Psst. Quick thinks all thoughts. Who eats who for sun-upses? Wah! Brayflox all talks. Unwise you are to come here after dirty talking secret knowings of cheese make from Illuminati. Brayflox did no unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in Death Pit. Oh, Jesus. Looks like a Ratchet and Clank enemy. Pray to Godfathers, for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. Book buddies. Alright, let's begin. Brayflox, showy do Illuminati gobby trick or two. Do Death Pit with you. Whatever this is about, Brayflox needs our help. Tremble before might of Illuminati! Oh god, that's a lot of bombs. Whence came all these bombs? Spill bladder not over unstrong fire moons of Illuminati. More lent fists. Man, those bombs are taking a long-ass time to go off. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yet more of them! At this rate.
I feel like we're doing fine, actually. Maybe it's just me, though. Now seems as good a time as any. I shall invoke a spell. Pray, keep the enemy at bay. What's she doing? Oh my god. I mean, we're gonna kill it before she gets it up. Unyielding earth. Nourishing water. Ride ye the wind. Hey look, the Gob Tank's dead. And become as light. Indignation. Ha? That's not a very good name for a spell.
Ether, to me.
Neither is that.
Have at you.
That also sounds like a fucking Melia quote. Essence of life, smite mine enemy. In fact, I'm almost positive it is a Melia quote. Pshihihi, Illuminati no match for furious gobfists of Brayflocks. More junk is awaiting Brayflocks muchly. Brayflocks is taking leave of Uplanders. Can you just go back? Whatever. Man, I wish White Mage could do that. You have a size that's basically that. So that was the famous Brayflocks. I have newfound respect for the company of heroes. That a motley crew such as theirs could achieve the feats they did speaks unwavering solidarity. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected from Charlian. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. Alright, let's also go grab this felt smocks thing. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn in these quests. There's probably gonna be another round of quests that also pop up as soon as we turn these in. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do any of those. As soon as we unlock the other side of the map, then I'm going to call a stream for today because my voice is starting to hurt. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I have other stuff that I need to get done as well. Hi, Feltsmox. Feltsmox's real problems. Feltsmox is staring frustratedly into the river. Let me look at these really quick. Adamantite chain hose and chimerical felt hose. Nope, none of those. Feltsmox still catches no fish. Bait has no problem. This fish must be frightened by something. Damselflies. Their wing buzzing must be frightening fish away. Please, Uplander, kill these noisome beasts. Slay 5 nearby damselflies so Feltsmox can fish in peace. Feltsmox still catches no fish. Damselflies scare fish away. Please kill 5 of them. Okay. Unfortunately, it is a little bit more than the 3 that I hoped it would be, but whatever. We'll do it. Okay, 2 more. Damselfly's already slain? Thank you, but still Feldsmox catches no fish. Is problem with bait or fishing place? Feldsmox must rethink fishing plan. Not one fish by all day. What trick can Feldsmox use to catch more fish? I don't know. But leave me out of this. Oh, we also have Revenge of the Vengeful Revengeance. Love a good Revengeance. Unable to exact revenge for an inability to exact revenge, or destroy crates because of an inability to exact revenge for an inability to extract revenge. The Illuminati have dispatched the highly decorated Mount Drinks Ain't Clinks as a last-ditch effort to prove they are not nearly as incompetent as everyone now thinks. Well, I'm not participating in that. I got better things to do, maybe. Not really. Alright, let's start turning some quests in. Oh, look, there's another quest here. We'll pick that one up later, I think. Working my way through Heavensward? I am, yes. We're getting there. We're just about at the point where I'm going to stop and do all the job quests. So, we're nearing it. Still got a bit to go. I would expect... well, depending upon side quests and such, I would say maybe about 2 or 3 more of these streams, and then then we'll start doing job quests. And then however many of those it takes, then we'll be done. Just finished Heavensward for the first time through? Congratulations, how did you feel? Narbroi make nasty screechings, but their leaves have scent like tasty fresh foods. Narbroi leaf. A young plump leaves plucked from a carnivorous Narbroi. 4, 5, yes, 6 full leaves. Thank you, Uplander. Gobby flock pack Gobby mask with herbs. Keep nose free of bad smell of bogs and mires. Loud jocks can make many bundles and double jingly shine. Would Uplander like to smell too? No? Well then Uplander will want quest prize. Loud jocks is Gobby of her word. Here is jingly shine for your service. Thank you. And I get mulled tea. Pungent infusion brewed from several exotic spices and herbs, enjoyed in the Sultanate of Ul'dah. Chamomile tea, I think I've read that one before. Pineapple juice I must have read too, but juicily freshly squeezed from sun-ripened prickly pineapples, and Ishgardian tea. This must be new. Rather than adding milk to boiling water that has been infused with tea leaves, as is the fashion in Lower Eorzea, Ishgardian tea is brewed by boiling yak milk and letting dried Corthan tea leaves steep right into the hot liquid. I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to find other sprouts making their way through so I have people to play and talk with about it. Well, small spoiler, I'm not actually a sprout. I'm cosplaying as one for the purposes of this stream. My job right now is that I'm playing through this expansion and I'm reading every single bit of text that appears in it. I did so with A Realm Reborn, and I'm doing it with this now too. Gather that? Fair enough. I apologize for insulting your intelligence there, but yes. However, that being said, everyone here, as well as me, we are all more than happy to discuss Heavensward and this game and everything, whenever you so desire. So please, feel free to do so. Oh right, I have to pick something. Pineapple juice. That's the same. Okay, dry docks. Shoof! Nerve Illuminati, thieving sacks of dry docks. Cumbersome sack. Property of one dry docks. This hempen bag is perilously overstuffed with all manner of oddly shaped rummage. What a good word rummage is. No mistaking sacks of dry docks. Yes, yes, yes. Not one piece missing or awry. On European servers? Nice. I've got a character on a European server, but I have not really played them in a while. It's a shame that data center travel doesn't work between regions like that. That's one of the main failings of it, but there's always alts. Inside Sacks? Inside Sacks is junk, Uplander, but not any junk. These are forgotten relics of Charlian Uplanders, and their trash is treasure for gobbies. Idleshire no need new things, we use these again and again instead. Still a great game? Absolutely. I don't think we want any of these hats, do we? No. Don't particularly care for them. Alright. Then we got halvesies and whole picks. Now Illuminati cannot air tack over Link Pearl. Must walk all the way from one end of Maker's Quarter all the way to the other to make tongue flaps. Half Six and Uplander have played very good trick, no? I mean, I guess. Whole picks! Ha! Uplander crushed brain cases of Illuminati like eggs. Idleshire wins today, but war is not over. Illuminati still have lusty eyes for the land of Idleshire. They still take knowings with cruelness, heap them with fighty tools. Illuminati will attack with tricksy plan and secret schemes. Whole picks will make sure to double. No, triple guards. Idleshire will not lose war. Never. I like this guy. He's crazy. And his name is Whole Picks, which is funny. I had known Ishtola was capable to invoke such potent magic so effortlessly. I must needs redouble my efforts if I am to approach her level of mastery. One does not simply drift in the life stream. It is a constant struggle to hold on to your very essence. The experience has hardened me in ways I can ill explain. It also made my eyes a cool milky white. I'm sure that will be explained later. Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Yes, you also did not tell us that it was fucking Brayflox. Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be dead gobby. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined by unseverable gobby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflox, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gobbyflock at first meeting. Now that would have been convenient, huh? And yes, indeed, more quests have popped up. But we're gonna just open up this other half real quick before we do anything else. Leaving Idleshire. A grateful Slowfix is ready to grant you your heart's desire. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Idleshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlian thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels! FFXIV, shall we then? Alright. Like I said, we'll pick up all those quests in a sec. We might even try to make it to... We'll see. Click Locks, what are you doing? I shall be very cross if we are asked to clear this mountain of rubble. So, we are free to go where exactly? By order of Chief Snowfix, Uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Huh? Finally, we can continue our journey. Uh-oh. We should probably run as well. I love goblins, man. The way is open. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoya resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Idleshire, let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet legendary Matoya. Alright, let's see where this quest's actual turn-in is. Oh, it's right here? Perfect. Alright, this is where we're gonna end it. I am ready whenever... Okay, fuck you. Say something different, Alphanode. Ahead lies the Answering Quarter, where the scholars of Sharlayan gathered to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, 'tis plain that much of it has given back to the wilderness. Alright, there we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to stop for the day. When we return, we will have more side quests to do, but also we will have access to this half of the Dravanian hinterlands. More to explore, more to see. And of course, I will probably have more tribes to rank up as well. So, without further ado, thank you all very much for joining me today. I really would very much like to try and get back into the habit of having guests on, but at the same time, I always just feel so, like... Especially when it comes to, like, side quests and stuff, I always feel particularly bad bringing people on. Because I feel like, back in A Realm Reborn, I had such, like, a structured thing to get to do, especially towards, like, the end of it, that having guests on was so much easier. But now I can't really do that as well. So, you know, such is life. Anyway, yeah, like I said, thank you guys for joining me, and keep an eye out, because probably in the next couple of days, there will be another Lego building stream as we return to the Lego Deku Tree to finally finish that off. And then this Thursday, look forward to the continuation of Valkyria Chronicles. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to have to study up on some maps because I want to make sure I don't make a fool of myself like I did last time. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you all later.